mechanism, it now binds.
Right.
Like, so that's a risk that's hard to test for.
Yeah. What? So you're planning to actually do your first set of Starlink version 2s on this vehicle, or wait, is this 25 or 24? This is 24, which is currently scheduled to be first orbital attempt, right? So has the plan changed to go from kind of a suborbital to an orbital launch if you're going to be trying to pop out a couple Starlinks?
No, we're always going to get our next launch. Is always going to be orbital.
Full orbital, not.
Yes.
Okay. So that would.
Well, yes. I mean, yes. But well, okay.
For a little while there was talk about like B4 and stuff and S20 back in the day doing like a just shy of orbit, on the re-entry by Hawaii and stuff like that, never quite reaching.
It's basically orbit.
Yeah.
There's no real difference.
Mouse part between the.
Yeah. I mean, you could just. It's the difference between. I mean, you're going like 3/4 of the way around the Earth.
It's literally like 30 meters per second difference.
It's tiny.
It's hilariously small.
Yeah, it's extremely. Yeah, it's essentially orbital velocity. Yeah. So there's just no point in doing why do an extra loop around the Earth, and have another deorbit burn. So,
but if you're
really I wouldn't say that there's like high confidence that the first flight will work. I think there's a good chance that it does not reach orbit, that there's an issue with the booster or stage separation, or with the ship doesn't start, and then even if it does get to orbit, there's probably the ship makes it down intact is also not super high.
Right.
This is why it's entering over the Pacific, an unpopulated area. So if there is an issue, it's not a danger to people.
Yeah. So one of the things that a lot of people were asking about once we started seeing the heat shield panels is why they aren't scaled like a Dragon or like a roof shingle where they're slightly overlapping and tapering in thickness. Why are they just have the gaps and everything?
I mean, there's multiple ways to approach this. So it's not that like the shingled approach couldn't work. You could have a shingled approach. The thing that will happen, or should in theory happen here, is that when the tiles get hot, they will expand and tighten the gap. So the gaps that you see here should be smaller when the tiles heat up. And you're really not going to see a lot of heat going down through those gaps, is our expectation. So shingling does not seem to be important. We could be wrong about that.
It's kind of around the vehicle, as opposed to trying to burn it.
Right. Yeah, the flow is not coming straight in at those gaps.
Yeah. I mean, we'll be coming in at an angle similar to the shuttle, like, I don't know, 60, 70 degrees. So sort of like if the ground is the surface of the Earth, we're sort of coming in like that.
Yeah.
And it's a balance between generating lift. Like for a reusable heat shield, we want to minimize the peak heat load. So the peak heat load is going to determine if we melt the tiles or not.
Yeah.
And if you melt the tiles, they're not very good for reuse. So we're kind of balancing between generating lift and so there's atmospheric density, velocity, and you don't want to have be going fast in a high density air. That's going to be.
You want to kind of stay up in the upper atmosphere for a little bit longer than you would with.
You want to slow down as much as possible in the thin upper atmosphere, so you minimize peak heating. That's the goal. Minimize peak heating.
Which is pretty much what designed the whole shuttle's airframe almost, was that peak heating and the controlling that PQ.
Yes. So we're going to learn a lot from this first entry. And like I said, if there's any issues, the ship will not. If there's unexpected heating in some places, then the ship will fail on entry, and that'll be that. Yeah.